Be sure to become a part of LFL Nation on Facebook. Simply go to facebook.com/MyLFL and follow your favorite LFL teams and players by logging on to twitter.com/MyLFL.
Downtown Chicago, host of LFL Football Night on a great spring night here in Chicago. We've got a monster battle between Chicago and LA, and we are tied up 7-7.
Everything we expected in the first quarter, Mitch. Two great coaches and two great teams. Can't wait to see the rest of this ball game.
Now a 2nd and 8 play. Ball at about the 16-yard line. End around handoff. That one to Allie Alberts, galloping like a stallion. Alberts for 8 yards on that carry.
Coach Hack loves Allie Alberts. Her and Fur together are unbelievable.
Mo Gaxiola will be in charge of controlling Alberts, and she talks about Chicago.
To be quite honest, I really don't think Chicago's shit. They're sitting here talking shit, talking about our veterans are washed up. We're about to prove tonight that that championship they won last season is a fluke. They don't know what's coming. We're ready.
These two teams do not like each other. She has a personal battle going on right now with new center Holly Distra. Distra's getting the best of her so far in their own battle with the line.
That rivalry between Jiskra and Mo Gaxiola goes back to when Jiskra was playing for Green Bay. And now a 1st and 10 at midfield, a handoff to Christelle Harris. And Harris mustering up about 7 yards right through the middle of that LA defense.
Just like we were saying, Coach Hack going right over Holly Distra, who again pushed Monique Gaxiola back 5 yards. That's their strength right now, right up the middle, and Coach Hack is going right at it.
That was one of the major objectives of Coach Hack when he retook control of the Chicago Bliss. He wanted to add more size, and he's done just that on both lines.
That is an all-fantasy linebacker that's getting blown away by Distra.
Now a 2nd and 3 pitch out play to Christelle Harris. And Harris on an 18-yard touchdown run. That's her 2nd of the night.
What blocking at the point of attack. The entire Chicago offensive line is destroying LA. Watch this. I don't think she gets touched in the end zone. One cut, look at the blocking. One-on-one blocking on everybody. She walks into the end zone. Christelle Harris is personally controlling this game right now.
Harris, one of those, as we talked about, home run hitters, can break a play at any point, and she's done twice tonight in the first half.
We've only seen Heather Furr attempt one pass, which almost got picked off. Other than that, it's all Harris and all the blocking up front for Chicago.
She did have that one shovel pass to Harris for the touchdown. That's the extra point attempt by Furr. And they're saying she was down. Not sure if she actually crossed that plane. They're going to say no.
Heather Furr thinks she was in. She wants the replay. They might contest this one.
Knowing Coach Keith Hack, they're going to challenge this call. It did look like she broke the plane.
Heather Furr is not known to lie, so I got to agree with I think she got in.
Heather Furr is not known to lie. Whenever it comes to points on the field, Bobby, all bets are off. And there's the call from head referee Roger Amon. We're going to take a look at this one. As soon as Roger motors over to the monitor.
I think she got in, Mitch. I watched the ball cross the line. The question is, did her knee hit first before the ball crossed? I think the ball crossed.
I think that's what the officials are saying, that the knee was down before she crossed the plane. Let's take a look.
She's in, and then she kind of comes back. I believe Heather Furr was in on that. Watch, ball's over right there. Now the knee goes down.
Nonetheless, a big call here early in the game as we await the final decision by head referee Roger Amon.
Call, no good.
And they're not going to give it to Chicago here, Bobby.
I can't believe it. I got to believe Heather Furr. Coach Hack can't believe it. I mean, the ball crossed. That's a huge point in a game that's going back and forth like a tennis match. Heather Furr can't believe it. And as an ex-quarterback, quarterbacks do not lie, Mitch.
She's wearing Florida Gator colors. She's a quarterback. I get why you're championing her, but the knee was down. The before the ball crossed the plane.
I know the ref said it wasn't good, but I think it crossed, and that could end up being huge in a big game like this.
It's going to be scary if we start judging games on the testimony of Heather Furr. Now a 1st and 10 from the LA 15. Salerno back to pass. That's a design play to the outside, lowering her shoulder. That's a bit of that physical play we talked about earlier.
Linda Mikulicki made a great play, shedding off the block, being in position to tackle Salerno. But Salerno showing this rookie that welcome to the LFL, delivering the blow. Boom! Wow!
The rookie getting a taste of Ashley Salerno there.
It's rare when quarterbacks run like Salerno, but she runs. She does not want to run out of bounds. She delivers the hit, delivers the blow. It's fun watching her play football.
From the shotgun, Salerno on the left side to Kiera Patterson, and just overthrew her by a couple yards.
Wow, wide open on a streak pattern. In fact, Salerno told me about Patterson. She thinks she's going to be as deadly as Melissa Margulies was last year at wide receiver. Look for that. She was wide open. I wouldn't be surprised if they came back with the same play.
That Chicago secondary does have a pair of rookies back there. And certainly when you have the arm of an Ashley Salerno, you got to think they're going to take a few shots here. And that's Salerno from the shotgun. Same play as you called it, Bobby. In stride to Kiera Patterson. And Patterson on a 32-yard strike from Ashley Salerno.
Super call by Coach Eddie Chan. One-on-one coverage against Mikulicki. Right by her on the streak pattern. Same play, back-to-back calls. You've got to love the call by Chan.
They really like the speed of Kiera Patterson on the outside despite her size. Deceptively fast and got behind the defense there.
Eddie Chan will use her in the backfield also at running back to spell the other two in the backfield. She has blazing speed. I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to be the new Allie Alberts in this league.
That's an extra point attempt. Easy release play by Mo Gaxiola. And just like that, Los Angeles is on top 14-13.
Great call by Salerno. They came with the blitz. It was almost like a hot read. They went right by Monique Gaxiola. She just dumped it off wide open for the extra point.
That should give a lot of confidence for this road team, Los Angeles. Coming in on a monster win over rival Las Vegas, 42-14 to open the season. And now leading the defending Legend Cup champions in their backyard.
This is a championship fight. What a way for Chicago to open up their 2014 season. This is like a championship game. This is great football.
Fans of the LFL definitely being treated to a great game here in Chicago. Now a 1st and 10 handoff to Christelle Harris, and Harris continuing to motor. And Harris will go for about 7 yards.
Coach Eddie Chan told me this was not going to be a cakewalk tonight. He knows his defense has to be playing their A game going against this great running back, Harris, and the great quarterback, Heather Furr.
Now a 2nd and 3 play. Ball almost at midfield. And as we talked about, it's so important for both offenses to keep pace with the other. And Heather Furr and company will try to score here before the half. 2nd and 3 handoff. That one to Nneka Nwani, the tight end. And showing her size and speed as well. Nwani goes for almost 15 yards on that carry.
Nneka Nwani from the tight end position. Everybody goes toward Harris. She comes underneath. A great call by offensive coordinator James Bruner. And Nwani is one of the toughest girls in this league. Give her the football. She can be a powerful running back.
And now we talked about it, Bobby. It is very important to answer the other team tonight. And Heather Furr and company will go to work on that now. And that's Christelle Harris blowing up the rookie Michelle Angel as Harris goes for 6 yards.
Angel made the right play coming from the safety position, trying, but she tackled so high. You cannot tackle Harris high like that, or you're going to get run over. She's like a school bus coming at you. And the size differential is huge, but I don't blame her on that. Where's Monique Gaxiola? Right now, Gistra is taking care of the middle linebacker, the old league linebacker. We haven't seen her on defense yet.
And that'll bring us to about the 3-minute mark, and it looks like we've got a timeout. And Chicago will talk things over. This is obviously a crucial drive for them. And just the matchup we thought we'd get tonight, Bobby.
Absolutely. Chicago reminds me so much of the '85 Chicago Bears. We got Ditka for the Bears. You got Hack for the Bliss. I mean, Dick is better looking, but the same type team.
Coach Hack will not be happy about that. But to your point, a lot of similarities between the team that he's built and the '85 Bears. They're going to build it around their defense and a running game with Chrisdell Harris.
That's right. They have Harris. The Bears had Walter Payton. I mean, the same type offense. They don't throw much.
Now a 2nd and 4 play as we approach the 2-minute mark of the first half. Burr on the pitch out. That's a reverse to Allie Alberts. Nobody on the outside as Kiara Patterson was being held, and she's complaining.
Another great call by Jim Bruner. The whole team going after Harris. Nobody's on the outside. There was a little hold there, but the refs didn't call it, Mitch.
That is a big play for Allie Alberts, who's coming off an all-fantasy 2013 season with 5 touchdowns.
Allie Alberts, one of the best athletes on the Chicago team. As you mentioned, she was the Rookie of the Year last year. She doesn't get the ball as much because they don't have to throw the ball.
Chicago will go for the 1-point conversion. Not sure what happened there. We've got a penalty. This appears to be on Chicago.
Full start, number 15 on the offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat the untried play for 1 point, untimed play.
Don't see that often, the quarterback being offsides.
Not at all, but here we go again. All last year, Chicago would have these silly, stupid penalties, even on their way to a championship, and we're seeing it a lot tonight. I know it's only their first game of the season, but a lot of stupid penalties.
That was actually a false start on Heather Furr. And they are racking up the penalties here in the first half, Chicago.
You'd like to say it's going to cost them, but they did that all last year, and they won the championship.
Now the extra point attempt from the 6-yard line, and Furr loses her footing. Agam Chichindu off the edge and telling her a little about it.
Chichindu is one of the fiercest players in the LFL. When she makes a hit, she'll tell you about it, too. They're jawing right now.
And a lot of bad blood here in the first half of this one. As everyone expected, a heavyweight battle in Chicago.
Man, finally a reason to enjoy shopping. Visit LFLshop.com for all of your LFL gear and merchandise.
2 minutes remain in the first half. We're back in Chicago, and we're going to listen in on the Bliss huddle.
They got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. They get the ball first in the second half. We cannot let them score. You understand me? We cannot let them score. Hold them here. All right? Play safe. Play safe. Remember, we're slowing it down. You tackle them, stay on top of them. Stay on top of them, all right?
Coach Hack knows how big a series this is. We talked earlier, like a tennis match. You have to break their serve. One stop can win a ball game, especially, like you said, LA gets the ball to start the second half.
A 1st and 10 play from the LA 15. Left side pitch to Carmen Bourseau. And Bourseau goes for 7 yards to the outside.
Great blocking on the edge by Agam Chichindu. A big run there for LA. A quick score right here could change the outcome of this ball game.
Now LA in the 2-minute offense, hurry-up offense here. Salerno back in the shotgun. And Salerno going to try the left side. Kiara Patterson once again getting behind the secondary, and that is her 2nd score of the night.
Wow, Deandra Fry, the cornerback, got fried on that one. Straight man coverage. Great read by Salerno. With the speed that Patterson has, just get the ball out there for another touchdown. That is why Ashley Salerno is the best quarterback in the league, in my opinion.
Patterson just absolutely exploding in her 2nd game in the LFL. And a great weapon forming in Los Angeles.
This offense can score so quickly, like a rattlesnake. You think you got him. Keith Hack, all he wanted to do was hold him before halftime, and bam, another touchdown.
Now the extra point attempt by Carmen Bourseau. And she's going to get it. That's going to extend LA's lead to 21-19. And just like that, the big silver and black are back in the lead.
Mark my words, Kiara Patterson, just like Allie Alberts was last year, she's in the lead right now for Rookie of the Year. With that kind of speed, that kind of hands, they'll be throwing streak routes all season long.
And Coach Eddie Chan, the head coach of the Los Angeles Temptation, highly criticized last year for not capturing that 4th championship. He, more than anybody, motivated to get back there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 15. Fake option. Furr's going to keep it. And Heather Furr gets destroyed, but will pick up 10 yards.
That's the plays we saw all last season, the straight option down the line of scrimmage. She faked the pitch, took it up, turned it up. Great read right there by Furr, getting the 15 yards.
And now the hurry-up offense as we approach the 1-minute mark. Ball at midfield. Furr under center. Quick pass. That goes to Allie Alberts. Cutting back over the middle, trying to get to the outside. And Chelsea Hart coming up from the corner position.
Great tackle there by Hart. That was all Allie Alberts. There wasn't much there. The whole defense was over there. She cut back, almost broke it open for 6, but a great tackle by Chelsea Hart.
Hart, one of the most underrated corners in the game. Great size and speed. And Chicago now has to become aware of this clock as it's under 30 seconds. That's the fake end-around handoff. They're going to take a shot. Nope. Heather Furr taking off on the right side. And Agam Chichindu lowering the shoulder.
Wow, these two, oh, here we go, Mitch. They're going at it. The clock's running, though. The clock's going.
Absolutely. Poor clock management by Chicago. They're going to try to kill the clock here. And
I don't know, Mitch.
I'm not sure they got the clock.
Oh, they got lucky. They got real lucky.
They're going to put 1 more second on the clock. As Chicago ended that last play, they got in a bit of a skirmish, and that cost them a few seconds.
Eddie Chan cannot be happy with this. In my eyes, the clock ran out. Why'd they put an extra second on there?
That is called a home field clock, my friend.
This could be humongous if they score points right here.
In a close matchup like this, absolutely, every second counts. Now a 2nd and 10. This should be the last play of the half. Furr back to pass. Nobody in the back. Now finds Allie Alberts and just overshoots Alberts in the back of the end zone.
Usually Allie Alberts will come down with that. That was a pretty good pass by Heather Furr. Just a little high, but Alberts usually comes down.
That'll mean Los Angeles will take the lead at halftime, 21-19, as we go down to the field with Courtney Gifford.
Thanks, Mitch. I'm here with Coach Keith Hack. Keith, your offense is looking a little one-dimensional tonight. Can you explain how you think that's going to win this game?
It really doesn't matter. We got 3 scores on 3 possessions. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do as long as you score. We just got to stop them from throwing the deep ball on us.
Well, hopefully that works tonight for you, Coach. Good luck. Thanks, Mitch. Back to you.
Coach Hack is right. They have to shut down those receivers, maybe double team them so they can't go deep.
And that will officially bring us to halftime. And it is Los Angeles up 21-19 on the road in Chicago. Back with halftime festivities after this.